Welcome to this very short video asking, what's in a name? Okay, any Welsh listeners, I'm very sorry for my pronunciation, but that's about the best I can do. So what is it about this name? In order to understand this, we first need to have a little look at the geography of the area. This here, although it might not look like it until you look closely, is an island, specifically Ynys Môn, or the island of Anglesey in North Wales. Now, way back in the 1860s, the railways reached this part of the world, going across the Britannia Bridge through Anglesey to the port town of Caergybi, or Holyhead. The thing was, this railway line ran all the way from London Euston up to the Holyhead ferries and then across to Ireland, so as a postal route it was incredibly important. Before Holyhead there was the city of Bangor, an expanding city with both a small cathedral and a university, one which I happen to go to as it happens. But there was a problem for some of the small villages on the way. Most people, once they got on the train, either got off at Bangor and went to the university, or they carried on to Holyhead and got the ferries to Ireland, meaning that some of the small villages on the railway line were missing out. Most of all, Llanfair Pwllgwyngyll, a small village just off of the turnpike road and the railway on the way to Holyhead. So how could they perhaps attract a few more visitors? Well, this is the idea that apparently somebody came up with. Again, with apologies to any native Welsh speakers, here's my go. It's quite the mouthful, especially for a non-Welsh speaker like myself. However, this is not some random collection of letters, definitely not. Nor is it just some random quirk of the Welsh language. This is very deliberate. This is a publicity stunt. It was basically decided that in order to attract a few more visitors to this otherwise forgotten little village, actually I've got one of my friends lived there and grew up there, so it's not that forgotten for those who know it, it was decided that it could have the longest station name on the entire UK rail network. It's basically a tourism publicity stunt, like I say, or a bit of marketing. So they created this ridiculous looking long place name, especially to attract English speakers who would have a lot of fun trying to pronounce it, in the same way that I just have. But actually, it is a large compound word made up of many other Welsh words. So when we break it down, we'll probably get an idea as to how they came up with the name. So let's break it down between Welsh and English. First, the Welsh. Llanfair. That means the Church of St Mary, or St Mary's Church. That's why so many place names in Wales begin with Llan. It just means church, and as you imagine, many places were just named after the church that was there. The Fair bit is a Welsh mutation of Mair, which means Mary. There are some parts of the Welsh language which mutate depending on where they appear in the word, and it actually makes it quite a lot easier to say. Pwll, which is usually translated as pool, but it might mean hollow. Gwyngyll, that means the white hazel trees, gwyn meaning white. Goger, which kind of means near to or next to. Drobwch, the rapid whirlpool. This relates to the fierce currents in the Menai Strait between mainland Wales and the island of Anglesey, which often causes whirlpools when the tide goes out. Apparently even Lord Nelson was afraid to sail down it. Llan Tysilio, okay, you know the Llan bit now, church, and Tysilio is another Welsh saint, the Church of Saint Tysilio. And lastly, Gogogoch, well, the best translation we have of that is the Red Cave, or of the Red Cave, or and the Red Cave. It's possible that this is just an imitation of a place in Cardiganshire, but it may also relate to some other local feature, but I couldn't for the life of me tell you whether that was actually the case. Or it might just mean of Saint Tysilio of the Red Cave. Whatever the origin behind that, that's how the word finishes. So, after looking at that, what's in a name? Actually, quite a lot. Even if it's a name like Llanfair Pwllgwyngyll or Drobwch Llan Tysilio Gogogoch. Give it a try yourself, maybe. Hopefully you enjoyed this short video. I was trying to think of some sort of snappy name to give it, and maybe I'll do a few more short videos of this sort. If you can think of a good name for it, maybe put it in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye.